What's up? So I finding out that Randy Moss is getting hate mail because of his tie. This is a real trip. But then again, what do you expect? I mean, only in this racist country can someone tell the truth about what's happening and be made out to be a liar, or have haters come out and spin a negative spin. Randy Moss, a Hall of Fame player, very class act, and spoke very spiritual, which gets lost. But he brought up a good point. He said he's been dealing with racism his whole life, as most of us have. It's part of being in America. If you're black, you know what time it is. You know that these poo-poo head turkeys are gonna say and do what they want to do. They would rather get mad about a black man with a tie that acknowledges he's killing racist cops, and they would rather you know come after him than they would that sorry excuse in D.C. who's a known bigot and who's creating treason and is lying to him on the nightly and the daily. Priorities of morality in America are butt ball backwards. That's comical. And Randy Moss, and you know what? Tell you something. He got that hate mail. I take some of it. You know what? That's the truth. That's the reality of being black in America. You gonna get hate if you stand up and speak your mind and you tell the truth about the ignorance and the manipulation and the garbage and the injustice that we deal with. You're gonna get that. So Randy Moss told a stone cold truth. He ain't sugarcoated with that tie. You still getting black people killed by the police every day. Every city in the United States, almost. Almost unexempt from this. Or some form of racial intimidation against black people. So if that tie creates hate mail, which he's been getting, what does that tell you about those folks that are sending it? Because they really haven't changed. And believe me, not all of them are old, not all of them are middle age, and not all of them are young. They're from a Jim Crow plantation of offspring and ancestry that feels it's their right to intimidate a smart black person who speaks out against the legalized genocide, segregationist, racist mindset that plagues. All them people that send hate mail to Randy Moss have got that disease. And that's the worst disease known to man, because it's a mental illness that you can't overcome. The racism is deep. But it cracks me up that a tie is the latest thing to bring that up out. When you take a knee or take a tie to acknowledge. Why are they afraid? What makes you so afraid? Don't you like truth? I guess not. Because those poo-poo head turkeys who sent that hate mail to Randy Moss, they don't want truth. They don't want to get cleansed. And they don't really want to deal with the Lord, because that's evil right there. Yeah, I said it. Because if you're spiritually enlightened and spiritually true, you're going to want to make sure that you don't be so vile. Have you fell in love so much with this earth that you cannot see the truth? Randy Moss told the truth. He represented those families because he, just like any of us that are black, before we go to work anywhere, before we get anybody's car or houses, etc., we still black. That's the bottom line. So that tie with those names represent us all. Believe that. So them poo-poo head turkeys out there who think it was cool to send a man hate mail, you're the ones that are lost. You got that disease in your now, and that's a mental illness of racism that has plagued your brain. And it takes a person like Brother Randy Moss to put that tie out there to fight you cavity creeps, because you got mental decay. And you're just in denial because you think it's fashionable and it's cute to not tell the truth. But one day you'll have to. And one day the people that don't want to acknowledge it, and that goes for majority of white America, who don't step up to Randy Moss and Colin Kaepernick and what black folks are putting down and telling you how racist this whole Trump thing is and all these people that are creating this hate, you will have to answer to your maker. So it'll be very telling that you turn away from what you knew, the elephant that was in the room. So I'm saying again, props to Brother Randy Moss with that tie. I can dig that right on.